Hi, we are the Human Trafficking Group from Kids Helping Kids. I'm the project manager. My name's Savannah.
I'm Kayla, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
My name's Tyler, and I'm Chief of Marketing.
My name's Alyssa, and I'm the Digital Designer.
My name's Kalia, and I'm the Director of Advancement Outreach.
So now I'm going to go a little bit in depth on who we are, what we do, and why we do it. Kids Helping Kids is a 501c3 nonprofit organization ran entirely by high school juniors and seniors. We aid 5 populations of underserved youth, both locally and globally. Our group of 11 empowered young women are specifically focused on aiding teens and young adults who are susceptible to human trafficking. Kids Helping Kids has a long-lasting partner organization by the name of Set Beautiful Free, and as we continue our partnership, we have created bracelets that contain an RFID chip that when scanned by a phone, it takes users directly to the inspiring and impactful stories of a human traffic survivor from their academy. Our website service, Students of Strength, or SOS, can be found on the Kids Helping Kids Sacramento website, and it works by providing resources and direction to professional help in an anonymous and comforting atmosphere. Our outreach education program takes place in the month of January and aims to spread awareness in local schools about dangers of human trafficking and the early onset signs. Between 2015 and 2020, there were 13,000 victims trafficked for sex in the Sacramento County alone. Every day, this number increases. While every member of our group has their own individual motivators for serving this population of at-risk youth to human trafficking, we are all united in the same passion to invest our time and efforts to make a lasting and impactful difference in the lives of children in need.
At Kids Helping Kids, we believe that learning is best by doing and doing is best by serving others, which means we value a passionate and selfless environment. We are motivated by our mission to empower students from the classroom to the community to make a difference in the lives of children in need, both locally and globally. Okay, so the problem that we're trying to solve with human trafficking, through extensive research, our group of 11 young women have identified that there are so many resources available for children who are currently being trafficked or who are survivors of human trafficking, but there are very minimal resources available for those who are susceptible and at risk to human trafficking. And that is where we come into play. So we are looking to be the solution to the problem before it begins. So to accomplish our mission of being the solution to the problem before it begins with human trafficking, we have designed 3 innovations, our first one being our bracelets that you can see pictured here. So these bracelets are embedded with an RFID chip that when scanned by a phone takes users to the impactful and inspiring stories of human traffic survivors. And we've actually gotten these stories from survivors of the Set Beautiful Free Academy in Mumbai, India. And so we sell them for $10, but we also sell them on an Etsy account. We sell them in person at school, and we have 3 different designs. So obviously you can see one of our designs here on the left, but we also have a blue kind of like marbly one and then an all black one so that our like market has multiple options to choose from and we can sell to more people. Okay, so why is human trafficking in this issue a problem right now? Actually, between 2015 and 2020, 13,000 victims were trafficked for sex in Sacramento County alone, and that number increases daily. California is also regarded as the #1 state in the nation for human trafficking. The United States is widely regarded as a destination country for human trafficking, and federal reports have estimated that between 14,000 to 17,000 victims are trafficked in the United States annually. Globally, every 2 minutes, a child is sold into trafficking, with over 1 million children forced into sexual or exploitation each year. So this problem is obviously, as we just discussed, an all-time high both locally and globally, which is why your support and collaboration is needed.
Okay, so within our advancement branch, one of the largest, if not the largest way that we are able to fund our innovations is through building corporate partnerships within our community. Some of the businesses that we have reached out to in the past and worked with are Sacramento Credit Union, McCooney's, Medina McKelvey, Sacramento Natural Foods Corporation, and Comcast Xfinity. These are just a few examples of the kind of businesses that we partner with. We always ensure that the businesses that we work with, that our mission and vision align together so that we can work together to make the largest impact within our community, as well as work together to fund these children that we are helping that are underserved. As well as we also work within our community in our community outreach. So we go to different clubs. Um, in the past, we've been to Rotary and Chambers of Commerce and Kiwanis, as you can see. And when we attend those meetings, we not only get to see what's going on within our own community, but also how we can work together to make a difference. And from that, we get a lot of networking connections, and we are just able to build like a foundation to make a difference and work with those in our community to do so. So, as a corporate partner and sponsor such as yourself, this is how we would work together to help serve youth human trafficking survivors and also those susceptible to human trafficking. Just for a little background, whenever we work to build a corporate partnership and we go out and pitch, such as we're doing currently, we always build assets needed pages, and on the screen are kind of an example of those. Again, as I mentioned, we always ensure that our mission, vision, and values align with any organization that we reach out to. And we, of course, want to be as personable and just as well versed in who we are speaking to and who we're working with.
Okay, so we have various outreach activities planned so that we can kind of get the word out about what we're trying to do in all three of our innovations. So one of our biggest upcoming events is the Kids Helping Kids Santa Barbara Gala. So obviously we're Kids Helping Kids, but we also have a location in Santa Barbara, and their whole entire gala is centered around human trafficking and raising like support and advocacy for it. And so at their gala, we will be setting up a booth and selling our bracelets, as well as kind of telling people who come up about both our website and our outreach education program. And then obviously if they want to know more about what we do. And then we also, during the month of January, I had talked previously about our prevention education program, where we will be going out into schools and to their 9th grade health classes and kind of teaching students about actionable steps that they can take to prevent human trafficking for both themselves and others. And so I have a list of schools obviously here that we will be going out to. I think it's around like 20 in full, but it won't just take place in the month of January. It'll kind of extend from both January to June, just because of different schedules of different teachers.
This is our first year of financial projections. This includes revenue forecasts, cost projections, and funding requirements. So our goal by the end of the second 9 weeks, by December 20th, is to have sold 100 bracelets, and by the end of the school year, we want to have sold 500 bracelets. So talking about these bracelet costs, including the bracelet itself plus shipping and extra fees and things like that, our bracelet one is $2.45 each. Our second bracelet is $3.42 each, and our third bracelet is $2.08 each. So again, this includes things like actual cost of production, shipping, extra fees, things like that. And our selling cost is $10 each, which leaves our profit, margin pretty big, excluding so we're selling through things like Square and Venmo. It excludes those fees. So our cost projection, so our end of year goal is $35,000. It costs about $1,000 per child for annual tuition at the Academy of Set Beautiful Free. And so we want to allocate $30,000 to Set Beautiful Free for 30 children. So we are aiming to support 30 children in the Academy of Set Beautiful Free. As for our local partnership, we are hoping to allocate about 2,000 to 3 strands, our local partnership, to help them in their education program and, educating elementary school students or middle school students or even high school students about human trafficking and things like that. So that kind of feeds into our idea of stopping the problem before it begins. And Clea kind of touched upon our funding requirements, which are things like grants and corporate partnerships. So the first part of our 5-year financial plan is just talking about income versus expenses. So for our income, again, it's those things like corporate partnership, grants, starting funds, and the bracelets. So our big chunk of money is going to come from our grants and our corporate partnerships. Although our bracelets are meant to generate revenue, they're also an awareness spreading tool that we are using to spread awareness about human trafficking within our community. So with that being said, our corporate partnerships are kind of expected to increase over the years simply because this is the first year. We're not meant to make as much money as we were, say, in 5 years' time, because that foundation is already built. And this year we're building that foundation. And the same goes for grants. There's more to be said about what our business is doing, in 5 years to come, rather than building the foundation of our business model. I will kind of touch upon this later, but it is also kind of an assumption that over time we will spend more on bracelets because we will be making more money to be spent on those bracelets to buy more. And then also, as we are a nonprofit, we are tax exempt, so we do not have any taxes. So touching on things like expenses, we have to pay an accountant for filing with the IRS to prove that we are a nonprofit. Again, it's bracelet sales, and then a big expense is to Set Beautiful Free to fund the tuition of these students at the academy. And then candy for our education curriculum that we are presenting to 9th grade health classes, and 3 strands. Okay, so talking about current assets versus projected assets. So our current assets is just the money that we've made from our bracelets, as well as the starting funds, which was $200. So for projected assets, we're projected again to make more money over time. However, in the first year, we're projected to make $35,000 in grants and corporate partnerships. And like I said before, that number should increase over time. I will kind of touch upon this in the next slide. However, our net income isn't meant to be a lot at the end of the year, simply because we are giving a lot of money away to Set Beautiful Free for the tuition of these human trafficked students. So you can see through year 1 through year 5, they're all kind of in a relative, amount. And then you'll also note that our startup money for this year was $200. So our ending balance, should be more than that, given our corporate partnerships, our grants, and our bracelet sales. So given that we are kids helping kids, we do not invest in stocks or things like that in our population within Kids Helping Kids, the human trafficking population. We don't manage the liabilities or equity or things like that. So that we got rid of that. And then again, since it's the first year taking on this business model, in the years to come, things may change. They may not decide to sell bracelets, but instead do something else. Again, like I said before, we can also assume that we will spend more on bracelets to buy more bracelets. So say if we bought 300 bracelets instead of just 200 or 100, we're spending more. However, we would make more, so we'd be losing more money. But you have to spend money to make money. And then we can also assume that if we were to go to another event and we would sell more bracelets, we would make more money at that certain time. Or say we went to more events one year than we did another, and we would make more money. So just things like that. Not noted, but however, definitely relevant, is that we will have this kind of the same amount-ish year to year for corporate partnerships and even possibly grants, because we have recurring partnerships that we pitch every year for a relatively the same amount, and they're just continuous partners throughout the years of Kids Helping Kids and its business.
The market we serve through corporate sponsors and our bracelet funds is underserved youth who have been at risk of human trafficking or are victims or survivors of human trafficking, both locally and globally. Our local partner is a nonprofit called 3 Strands who aids survivors at the table. They provide everyday essentials and many services such as laundry, technology, office spaces, showers, meals, therapy, etc. This company guides their clients in the journey of rehabilitation by breaking down every barrier that gets in their way. We have made donations for needed supplies that they have requested through donations we have received. Globally, we have a long-lasting partnership with Set Beautiful Free, which is an academy located in Mumbai, India, that rescues youth human trafficking survivors from the Red District, both boys and girls. This academy, Set Beautiful Free, provides safety, shelter, and education to guide them back into society. It's $1,000 to fund one survivor. We aim to serve 50 youth survivors of human trafficking through corporate sponsors and bracelet sales. Our human trafficking group's goal through marketing is to show the difference we are making by being hands-on in the community. This consists of spreading our prevention education, working with other nonprofits at their events, and marketing our bracelets. Through our Instagram platform, we are able to create and deliver posts to 1,150 followers to promote our population of human trafficking to the public. This is to spread awareness and reach a broader audience to spread awareness and bring revenue to support youth human trafficking survivors.
Kids Helping Kids Human Trafficking Population is so excited to announce that we now will be selling our bracelets on Etsy. We currently have 3 different bracelet models that are all embedded with an RFID chip, and when tapped on a phone, it links you to stories of human traffic survivors. Each bracelet online is $9.99. Buy 3 bracelets using promo code KHKSAC at checkout for $4.99 off your order. Proceeds fund the tuition of youth human traffic survivors at our long-lasting partner, Set Beautiful Free Academy, to aid them in their rehabilitation journey.
Our director of digital design created this video to be posted on our Instagram promoting our new Etsy account to reach a broader audience other than people just at our school.
As we bring this presentation to a close, I hope that we've made it abundantly clear that the issue of human trafficking is not just a global issue, but an issue that takes place in our very own backyards. And I hope that through what we have shown and presented about our organization, it's clear that our business's mission, vision, and values align with one another, and that is why we would have a mutually beneficial partnership between the two of us. Now, at a time when this issue is reaching an all-time high locally, we are seeking a financial partnership of $5,000 from your organization in sponsorship of helping us serve these underserved children. Thank you so much for your time.